morning, Blue Lulus. How you doing? Is it just me? Or are all these people acting as if we're not going to have a contest this year? Let's get into it. There was an explosive report that came out of The Atlantic yesterday that was talking about our sweet little turtle Patel and how he is basically a raging drunk. He's using his position as the leader of the FBI to drive around in his private planes and get wasted every night. So much so that on one occasion he was unresponsive in his room and they had to get a battering ram to go in and wake him up because they thought, that he was no longer with us. It cannot be overstated what a gigantic risk to our national security it is to have the leader of the FBI with the highest security clearance in the land wasted all the time out in public intermingling with people because he's a nerd who never got invited to parties in high school. Like, this is a huge problem. And if the Republicans were smart, they would distance themselves from him instantly. He would be impeached instantly, but everybody's like, well, let's just see. I mean, he's gonna sue her. We'll see how it goes. No. What are you doing? Everybody's already mad at you. You think that they're not going to be mad about you leaving this drunk brown person in charge of the FBI? That's sketchy to me. And the only thing that has swayed this gigantic chunk of particularly boomer MAGA away from the movement has been their criticism of the church and the Pope and Jesus Christ himself. And they won't let it go. Like, they are doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on their attacks of someone that they're not only a fan of, but they believe that he was imbued by God to be here, even more than you. And they just keep going. It's like, you do know that November's like 7 months away, right? You know that the war in Iran is wildly unpopular, insanely unpopular, and you can't even feed the men and women of the children who are supposed to be voting for you because most of the people who typically vote MAGA are lower and middle class white Americans, and a lot of them join the military as a way out of the towns that they live in because that's their only means for economic prosperity. And now there are images circulating of the absolute slop that you're feeding them while little Turtle Patel is popping bottles and using dollars like Little Wayne in a dollar machine. Like, do you know that November is a few months away, or do you just not care? Have you already made it so that it doesn't matter? Same with the Democrats. Like, what are you doing continuing to hitch your star to that blue star wagon when we have all told you, like, there's a big line in the sand here and it's not going to work out in your favor? None of them seem to care, and that is a gigantic problem for me. I'll link the video from my friend Blaine here in the captions, and she's been doing amazing research on how our contests are conducted. She makes an interesting counterclaim about the argument people make saying that our contests are infallible because they happen at the state level. It's not necessarily true. If my pattern recognition is working and history is preamble, we typically see politicians sucking up to us in the April before a midterm election, and that's not happening. So why do you think that is? Oh yeah, and Steve Bannon pissed his pants on TV yesterday. I had to slide that one in. Keep your eyes up, keep your feet on the ground. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.